Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday evening. We just had episode 2 of Big Brother. This is my first video of the season, so hello. I needed 2 episodes to get to know and rate these people because they're all new, 100% humans this season, and it just was a little trying to kind of, gather these humans. It took a little time to get to know these humans and figure them out and be able to talk to you about them. And I'll be very honest, I did not really check much out on the feeds this week. I know what you know if you watch the episode, and a little bit of what Twitter knows and Instagram knows. So I did a little lurking today, and that was about it. But anyway, we're gonna skirt back all the way to Sunday for just a little bit with some of the notes that I took on Sunday. And then we'll talk about tonight, and then we'll talk about what's to come, and there we go. So, first and foremost, if you have not, hello, I'm actually Rachel. Hi, what's up? Subscribe to my channel. I put out videos for Big Brother on Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday after the show. Like this video, comment down below, let me know what you think. I do other segments too. I'm just, right now, it's my Big Brother Olympics, my Super Bowl, my happiness. So this is what we're doing right now. I also have Instagram. I am at actuallyrach on Instagram. So follow me on there. That's where most of my happenings happen on the internet world, other than on YouTube. So yeah, now that that's all out of the way. The beginning of the episode on Sunday, Julie, she hinted at there was a new cash prize. Now we all know that this cash prize is $750,000. Wow. I was like, really? You're going to do this on the year after an all-star season? Okay. And I was just thinking, I was like, wow, I really bet Cody hates that. And also, newsflash, Derek and Cody have a podcast. I have yet to listen to all of it yet, but the first 20 minutes was pretty good. So, yeah, it's called the Winner's Circle podcast. So, yeah. I'm going to finish listening to that tomorrow. Of course, she is hinting at one wrong move could cost you everything, and expect the unexpected per normal. So, whatever. First and foremost, they start out and they introduce them by, teams of 4 or groups of 4 like they did last year, and they did a kickoff competition, and it was like this competition to where you had to match these 5 plexiglass pieces to the picture that was behind it so that you could win or whatever. So there were 4 winners. There were 2 girls, 2 boys. Winners were Frenchie, Whitney, Christian, and Claire. And ended up that those were your 4 team captains. There are 4 teams this year. They have to play by teams. The teams are the aces, the kings, the queens, and the jokers. Almost said jacks, but they didn't choose jacks, so they choose jokers instead. So that was the twist, or one of the biggest twists of premiere night, is that everybody had to play in teams, and they were all randomly chosen by this slot machine. And so there are 2 boys, 2 girls on each team. So the team captains, they had 2 choices each time the slot machine rolled, and it was, they had to choose between 2 boys or 2 girls, or two men or 2 women. Boys or girls. The team member who ended up winning that competition, they had to, well, it was another top competition after the teams were assembled, I guess you should say. They had to, basically, the team captain had to build up this pyramid, and the other people in the team had to hold it up and balance it. Ended up being that Frenchie's team, the Jokers, won, so they were safe. And the Kings, which was Christian's team, they ended up being have-nots because they lost. So then after that, Julie decided to tell them, oh, by the way, you're not playing for $500,000 this year. You're playing for $750,000 this year. And they all probably pissed their pants. Here's to the peanut gallery in the other room. So then she also gave him the option. A lot of things happened. Gave him the option to do what she called a double or nothing. So it was another little competition, and there were 2 dice, and you could roll the dice, and they fit on this little platform. You could be safe for 2 weeks, and if not, he got his HOH revoked, and then the second place team, or the second place winner, which was Claire, would end up being HOH, and that was it. So he was like, no, I'm not going to do it, but they let him do it anyway for shits and giggles, and he would have gotten it. So basically, dude would have ended up winning 3 competitions in one night. He claims to be a Big Brother superfan. Now, I'm sorry, but if you're a Big Brother superfan, I don't think that you would win 3 competitions in one night. Okay. Anyway. And one other thing I took away from this night, and then we're just going to wrap up premiere night, because those are the only things that I took away from it. Didn't really know anybody's names, honestly, until today. And after watching this episode, because it was just all new people, which is the first time in 3 or 4 years that they haven't brought back any older cast members. Anyway, is that the diverse cast this year is crazy. Like, it's really cool to see how different everyone is, and with their different backgrounds that they come from. So I was very impressed. Go Big Brother. So that kind of wraps up premiere night and what happened. It was, a lot happened, but also a lot didn't happen. So I wasn't super impressed. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna wait until Sunday night, and then I'm just gonna do a 2-for-1, and here we are. So tonight, episode 2 had a little bit more drama, a little bit more things to talk about. So one main point that I took from the beginning of this episode is when, I believe her name is Sarah Beth, don't quote me on that, but she be lying about her job. Everybody seems to be lying about their job this year. They took that from Derek. They took that from several people from previous seasons, and it worked, and that's smart. So, yeah, she's like this forensic scientist or something like that, and she told them that she's this, voice actress. And I was like, wow, that's really different, but okay. I also wrote down, and I'm going to completely read it to you. Dear Frenchie, why are you promising so many things already? This guy, this was the Frenchie episode. They should have named it that, because every single thing in this whole episode had to do with him. I do not understand why. Okay, I do a Big Brother fantasy league, right? And I chose him as one of my people, and I'm really mad at myself for doing so, because he is all everywhere all the time. And he considers himself as a Big Brother superfan. I have never seen a Big Brother superfan play the way he does. It is almost appalling and disgusting and gross for all of us that actually like Big Brother. I'm upset. But then again, you never know how you're actually going to play until you get in there, and I hope that he watches it back and he's like, oh crap, I suck. But anyway, they showed the have not room. It looks terrible. It's like wrecked jet skis and buoys, and like the thing that, like the trailer that hauls the jet ski, and it's honestly terrible and looks horrible and uncomfortable, and I'm sorry that they have to live there. Again, Frenchie, you're going to hear his name like 2,500 times until I finish this YouTube video. He makes the final 2 with Derek, aka Big D, as he decided he wanted to be called this episode, because there are 2 Dereks. Again, I am so mad at myself for picking Frenchie as my fantasy league choice. I was so pissed, because usually the Big Brother superfans are the way to go. I am glad that there were 5 picks for Fantasy League this year. Very glad. I really hope my other ones do me some good. Twist that happened. Wildcard competition happened. So basically what the wildcard competition was that the 3 teams that were not Frenchie's team, that is already safe, they were eligible to compete in the wildcard competition this episode. So 3 house guests from each team. So, one from each team. It's just for the one house guest, and whoever wins, they are safe. Not their entire team, just them. They cannot play again until everyone else has already participated. So the team can collectively choose someone, or they can be chosen by a random draw, kind of like the veto competition. So Kylan, Christian, they were both chosen by their team, and then Hannah was chosen by a random draw because nobody on her team wanted to choose. So they played a competition called Do Not Disturb, and basically it was everybody was in a hotel. Well, not everybody, but apparently they made it up to be like a hotel room scenario where they had a party, and it was all junky after the party with beer bottles and cans and crap, and it was just disgusting. And they had to find a phone, some keys, and a wallet amongst all that crap. So what happened was they had to be very quiet, and they had to go in, find the stuff, and go out. And everything was graded by the decibels. So if you went over 80 decibels, you got 5 points. If you went over 90 decibels, you got 10 points. 100 decibels, you got 20 points. And if you went over the allotted time of 5 minutes, you got 50 points for every such amount of time you went over. And I do not recall how much time that was. I missed that part. Oops. So ended up that Christian won, and after you win, you have to spin this wheel, and it has the number 1, 2, or 3 on it, and depending on the number that you land on, you get to save that many people from your team. So he landed on a 1, he was able to save one person, and he said, since Frenchie said, oh, I'm going to save all of the women this week, I'm going to pick Xavier, so he saved Xavier. So the 2 men from his team this week are saved, and he thinks that the women are saved from his team as well. Yeah. Keep that in mind for later. Apparently, Big Brother hath made a bathroom door, like a big bathroom door, on the main part, not just like where they go in and actually use the toilet, like an actual bathroom door. I thought that was cool. That was nice. Good for them for giving them privacy when they actually like go to the bathroom to brush their teeth and like chit chat about stuff they probably shouldn't be talking about, but they do. Again, Frenchie. Last time, hopefully we'll talk about him tonight anyway. I know it was an edit. Of course it was an edit. But he just seems to be a creepy dude, because Tiffany was like, this is not the first time you'll hear me talk about Tiffany. She's also a fantasy league pick of mine, by the way. Anyway, Tiffany was talking about how he was doing his head of household duties, and he was everywhere all the time, which that is a part of being a Big Brother superfan. You know that you're supposed to be everywhere all the time. Ears everywhere, eyes everywhere. I get it, I understand. But he's like on the creepy side. Like he's like standing at the door and listening through the door and like literally walking around everywhere. And this is how he comes up with the big idea that he's going to nominate Alyssa for eviction, because he now cannot nominate Christian, because that was his big plan. He wanted to get out some big macho dude for whatever reason, because I'm sure he believes, feels, and thinks that he cannot get them out, which, he's probably not wrong, but that's neither here nor there. So nominations happen, and he decides that he is going to nominate Kylan for whatever reason. As soon as his picture showed up, I was like, what? And then Alyssa's picture showed up. So then, of course, he gives a reason, and so his reason was something about he needs to get rid of a big fish, and he told Kylan that I want someone that I trust to play in the veto with him, because he needs to get rid of a big fish. So big fish meaning Christian, but because he can't get Christian out, he's going for Alyssa, because apparently they're buddies. Number one, he doesn't know that. Number two, he's going off of just him seeing them talking together in the house. I was like, you are so stupid. Again, I picked him for a fantasy league pick. Idiot. I call him El Stupido. Now I'm going to call me El Stupido. Anyway, so again, Veto's already happened. I haven't been watching the feeds. I really haven't looked at stuff, so I don't know. I'm sure you do. I don't know what happens. I'm not sure. So Veto's on Wednesday. So I will be back on Wednesday to chat about that. See what happens. See what's up. Again, follow me on Instagram at ActuallyRach. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's a little button down below. You can click that, like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, you can hit the bell for the notification so you'll know when my video comes out on Wednesday. And beyond that, you can also comment down below what you'd like to see next. I will be coming out again with some cooking videos, and I'll be doing some other things coming up. Big Brother is the main thing as of right now. I did announce some things in my last video. I will link it above so that you can click it easily, accessibly, and see what is going to be happening around here. I will see you all on Wednesday for the veto and chit chat about the veto and whatever else Frenchie's been up to this week during his first HOH reign. I hope it's his last HOH reign. I don't even care if I picked him for Fantasy League. I need him to go. Anyway, that was a lot. 2 episodes, 1 night. I'm sorry. Hopefully it won't happen again. Anyway, I appreciate you. I'll see you all Wednesday. Have a lovely evening. Goodbye.